Alright, we're out here cooking right now. These are red ear sunfish and bluegill that we actually caught down at Lake Havasu. And they're going to be absolutely amazing eating. So I got my cousin Tony in town.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here from Ohio out doing some fishing and I hear you ready to eat some of what we caught.
These are just about ready. We're going to take them off here in a couple seconds.
So another video coming at you guys. We're relaxing, doing the outdoor stuff. Like Adrian was saying, got my nephew right here. My nephew Tony, he came out and we asked him, what do you want to do? And he said he wants to visit Lake Havasu. So in this video, we're going to be hitting up Lake Havasu. We're going to do a little bit of history on that. And we're just going to go over there, see what it's all about. We're going to try to catch some of the big red ear that are out there. How old are you? 22, right?
Oh yeah, 22.
22 years old. I'm going to hit up a little bit of the parting scenes. Him and Adrian at least are. I also got my boy Crazy Jew. Crazy Jew representing, and we're about to eat good. Aiden's right here hooking it up.
So Lake Havasu, if you're not familiar with that lake, it's got the biggest red ear sunfish in the world. The world record got caught out of there last year. It might have been this year at 6 pounds. So a little bit over 6 pounds. Could you imagine something that looks just like a bluegill but weighs 6 pounds? So there's absolutely massive ones in there. We went and tested our luck and managed to catch a few of them. They should be amazing. So we're going to wrap them up in a tortilla, some mayonnaise, if we have tartar sauce, maybe tartar sauce or something like that, tomatoes, lettuce, whatever you want to throw in there. If you don't put lemon on your fish when it's still hot, you're doing yourself wrong, alright? There's got to be lemon on your fish. The biggest red ear sunfish on the planet grow out of Lake Havasu, and the reason is there's quagga mussels down there. So when we were cleaning these, I saw a bunch of quagga mussels in their stomach, and that's one of the reasons they grow so big. Their nickname is a shellcracker, and that's because mainly they eat mussels like the zebra mussels, and the quagga mussels are big problems down there in Lake Mead, Lake Havasu, Lake Mojave. We don't have these sunfish in Lake Mead, but we got them in Lake Havasu, and they grow really big because how much mussels there are to eat. So it's a very unique situation that happens in there, and they just keep on getting bigger. At the rate where people are catching them bigger and bigger every year, one day we might even see a 10-pounder, who knows. You comment all the time that you found the channel because of the Lake Mead drought updates, and every single drop of water in Lake Havasu was actually from Lake Mead. So it's all interesting. It's neat to tie in the whole picture. You know, we constantly film the water at Lake Mead. We moved below the Hoover Dam to that water down there, and we went down another dam, and we're now on the border between California and Arizona in the beautiful city of Lake Havasu doing some fishing. So a lot of history in that lake. It's not a very old lake, it's not a very old city, but it's still very interesting, very neat. Great fishing, great parties, and great people in general.
Alright, so it was getting kind of dark outside because we came home late. We're going to show you in the light now how beautiful this fish looks.
Yeah, so this is the fish right here. You can see, finally got some lighting on it, but you can see there's a nice like char on them, and it just looks absolutely amazing. I can see Juju over there, he's drooling a little bit. So we're gonna take it nice and simple. You can taste the fish just like this. Here, let's actually do a little taste test like that before we do it.
Am I just getting a piece, bud?
Yeah, you can try that little piece right there, anything. Let's see.
I don't know, I want to take the whole piece, man.
Just give the regular fish by itself a nice taste test.
That's good.
It's good?
That's really good. Oh yeah, I like it. That's very good. I've never had panfish like that.
We get a little bit of mayonnaise. That's all we're gonna use right now. You know, you could use tartar sauce and throw like tomato and lettuce and everything and cheese and stuff to make it real fancy, but we're just gonna put a real thin layer of mayonnaise at the bottom. Then you take a piece of fish, slap her in there, boom, and she's ready. Play number one. You can fold it up like a taco, burrito, however.
Go ahead and dive on in. Very good fish.
What is it, 1 out of 10? You gotta be honest here.
That's an 11. That's an 11. Way off the board. That's way off the board. That's an 11 right there.
All right, Juju.
Time to give the best fish a taste. Tastes so good, makes me want to slap your mom. It's good. I think bluegill is the best fish. It's my favorite fish to catch. I'm sure it's top 3 for sure, best tasting, maybe even the best.
Are we gonna do some more panfish fishing in the future or what?
It's always about that panfish. You gotta get the best fish, the tastiest fish, the easiest fish to catch. So good, I gotta lick the plate.
Last person to do a little bit of a taste test here. Incredible, incredible. Man, that was good, but panfish amazing fish. So first thing we did to cook this fish is we started by filleting the fish. Next I seasoned it with some salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper. I took some tortillas and threw them right on the griddle to kind of absorb some of that flavor and get them tasting good. Incredible recipe, and if you ever get the chance, this is one you have to try. Shellcrackers, you ever get the chance to catch them, go ahead and do it and cook them up. They are delicious. This video is a little bit different because we started out cooking. So now we're going to head out to Havasu, show you everything we did down there. Everything from the fishing to the history on the lake, the London Bridge, the city, everything. Havasu is a very interesting city, so you definitely don't want to miss it. But let's go ahead and get to it. The very first thing we did, we stopped at a tackle store. We talked to some of the locals here to see if the fish are biting, looked at some of the local lures that they're selling, and you know what the fish might be biting around here. It's always the first thing we do, even if we know the lake we're going to. It's just good to get a feel for what's been going on around the lake.
It's hard to see the size comparison, but that thing is like 4 pounds.
No, that thing's 6. The record's 6, I think. Yeah, 6 pounds, 4 ounces.
Oh, that's a 6 pounder?
Yeah.
You got it, man.
I found Adrian's nice lure because he's always using crazy big ones, so get him a 40-pound striper.
Willow Beach. That's cool. You should hang that in your room. We're trying to get Tony on at least, what, 1 or 2 pounder?
5 pounds.
5 pounder? All right. I like it.
5 pounder.
What do you think, Ju?
Yeah, 5 pounder.
5 pounder?
Awesome lake right here behind me. One of my favorite lakes out of the whole Colorado River system has to be Lake Havasu.
Beautiful area. Get the fish.
So if you guys don't know Lake Havasu, this is pretty much party central of the Colorado River system. Every ounce of this water came out of Lake Mead also, and we're just working our way down the whole river. So right now I'll put on a map and explain. Water goes to Lake Powell, down to Lake Mead, Lake Mojave, through Laughlin to Lake Havasu. So beautiful lake behind me right here. I always have a good time doing a little bit of fishing, of course, and checking out how this water system down here is looking.
We're out here at Lake Havasu. It's about 2.5 hours from Vegas. Beautiful lake. There's a lot of visitors with speedboats out here, so if you're in a small bass boat or a small boat, you got to be careful. But other than that, we're gonna throw some lines in the water, see if we can get on some fish. We're just out here on vacation. We're gonna film a little bit and see who catches the most fish. Juju, we're setting up, but he already hooked up. First cast. First cast. No way.
Looks like I was grabbing fish already, huh? Yeah.
Oh man, Smalley. There you go, Ju. Woo!
Nice. Sorry.
First cast.
Oh, it's gonna get all wet right here.
That's crazy.
Let's go, babe. I told mom too. I was like, watch, I'm gonna catch the first fish. There it is. Just barely getting the Ned rig warmed up. One of many, one of many.
Havasu Smalley.
Yep. That's why I like Havasu. The fish are plentiful.
Let's go.
I'll do another one. I was flipping these weeds down here. Sure enough, a little largie was down there waiting. So, got him. Just flipping a little crawl down there through these weeds. Nothing crazy, but a nice one. Gotta get the release. So right here, we caught a couple fish. A bunch of small ones, nothing really big to report on. Juju was absolutely slaying it back there. But we also checked out the little party zone right here. So Havasu's got this little canal that you could drive down, and there's boats that park on the side. Everybody likes to park there, and it's a really cool spot. You can go and hang out. We actually decided to park there and stay for a little while. I couldn't get a bunch of footage of it because a lot of people play music really loud, and I don't want to get demonetized or, you know, copyright strike. A lot of fans were there though. You guys are absolutely awesome. When we were driving through the canal, a lot of you guys were saying what's up. But we stayed there for a little bit. We hung out at some of the bars that night. Like I said, couldn't get a lot of film of it because they're playing music and I don't want to get copyrighted. But we decided to call it a night and wake up early in the morning and do some fishing.
Juju caught a monster.
Biggest one I've caught. First fish down, some more to catch. Oh, you got one. There we go. Got him? Pretty good bite. Oh, we got him.
You got one?
Oh! Striper.
Tony caught a largie and the striper matching set.
How big?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, geez, that's a big one. Flipped them. Alright, I guess Juju is the panfish master after all, huh?
Yep.
Managed to catch a big red ear. Yeah, so these things right here, those are the red ear sunfish. They also are called shellcrackers because they eat a lot of the quagga mussels out of here. Nice fish, man. Alright, here, I'll open it up for you. Alright, Juju. Yeah, that's pretty much what we came out here to target a little bit.
Yeah, it is. And then we'll go back towards you. Caught that one. You got one,
Oh yeah, that's a nice red ear. There was some big bushes down there that I casted to that I saw on the graph. And I just caught a real nice red ear. This is a nice one, jeez. Look at this. So this was the target species that I wanted to catch coming out here a lot, because the world record gets caught out here pretty often. All right, look at that. That right there is what you call red ear sunfish. So the world record's been broken out of this lake like probably 4 or 5 times in the last couple years. And the world record is now 6 pounds. I just caught this guy almost 20 feet deep. I saw a brush pile out there, I casted my worm, let it sit, and he just swallowed it. This lake is the lake of panfish. This isn't even the good time of year to catch them too. This is the time of year when they're hard to find. You won't catch as many. You're not gonna catch a 6 pounder. I mean, you might, but look at that. At this rate, we already got 2. We're kind of figuring them out a little bit. Catch a 4 or 5 pounder here soon. Dang, Ju, I might have to cancel your name as the panfish master to the little striper master. So we continued to catch a lot of small fish during this video. The reason being is because we were fishing with worms. Now when you fish with worms, every single fish in the lake wants to eat it. And at this time of year, there's a lot of small fish in the lake. So we were targeting the bigger red ear sunfish, but those smaller, faster bass and stripers kept beating them to it. So we had to really catch a ton of those. We did end up catching 2 really nice sized red ear sunfish, which are the ones you saw us cook up at the beginning of this video with that catch and cook we did. They tasted absolutely delicious. But before I close out this video, I want to talk a little bit about the man who created the city of Lake Havasu. So to understand this story fully, we got to go back all the way to the Romans in 43 BC and see that they built a very simple bridge out of wood. To start off, they upgraded this bridge multiple times throughout its history. Then came along this king named King Olaf. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed one day, decided he wanted to destroy the bridge. So he sent a Viking army to go there and literally run ships through it and just destroy this whole wooden bridge. So another guy came along named Peter of Colchurch. He said he wanted to build a bridge that would last forever out of stone. And it did. It lasted for 600 years until people started building on top of it too tightly, which resulted in a massive fire, killing thousands of people. This fire damaged the structure, and it caused it to collapse multiple times throughout its life, killing hundreds of more in the process. So they eventually had to tear it down and build a temporary bridge. This temporary one right here, you can see in the pictures, only lasted a little while. They put a new bridge. That's the one today in London. When they decided they didn't want the temporary anymore, they took it down brick by brick and sold it to a man out in the middle of the desert out in modern day Lake Havasu. Everybody thought he was crazy because where he was building it there was no water, but he just told people to continue until he finished it in 1971. He had to dig a mile-long canal to make water go through there and creating an island. And now he sold the real estate around there. It's a big booming city, a lot of people there, great tourist attraction, and just an awesome city in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.